Part 22, fantastic chicken coop build. So we've got our end wall, which gives us access into the chicken hutch. See there, this is our tailgate. And this lower section, screen that off, stapled the screen down to hold it. And then I put this piece of plywood on, which is 4 inches wide. And it comes a little bit proud of the front of this, just to kind of help keep stuff from getting caught in that lip on the tailgate. So it's 4.5 inches wide, and it is flush with the 2x4 underneath, and it is 1.5 inches hold on each side. And so its full length is 66 approximately. So then what I did is I measured this height up underneath here, up underneath this lip to the top of here, got that measurement for the, actually I didn't do that first. First thing I did is I measured in between on the tailgate from there to there, and I got 54.5. And then I took cut that piece 54.5, I ripped it 1.75 inches down the center for the top and the bottom piece, ran the screws in from each end, 2 screws, one here, pre-drilled the holes, found the center, put the center piece in, and the same on the far end. So moving up to here, we've got the opening is about 28.75. So I subtracted a little bit. I got 28.5, which might be a little bit tight. We'll have to see how that fits. I might have to do a little trimming. But since it's just hitting on here, it's probably fine. And we've got this extra gap that's going to come with our tailgate right there. Exactly. So cut 4 of these, 28.5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in between those, I've got 23 and just shy of 3/4, 23 and 11/16 on this one, this one, this one, and this one. So that gives us the first set of window frames. So I'm going to take this out of the picture so you get a better idea what's happening here. Okay, that's the first window frame. Then we put the second window frame in. And that came out to 21, cut 4 pieces at 21. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I laid those in there. Then I cut these at 16 and about 3/16. 16 and 3/16. All the way around. And I put the pocket holes in there for each one of those. And then I screwed everything together. So now we have these 2 windows. We know they fit in the hole, and they're all ready to go. So the next thing I need to do is, since this part here is movable, it's going to be on hinges, this part. This part here needs to have the screen go around the perimeter of that so you can open this window to have ventilation through here. But this door acts as an access door, which swings open that allows you access to the full coop. So this one's got hinges here and here. This one's got hinges here and here, but we're looking at the bottom because that's the side we're working on, because we don't want to show all this ugly stuff on the front of the chicken coop. So when you flip it over on the bottom side, what's now the bottom, then it's a nice clean surface all the way around. So I'm going to work on getting those screens on, and then we'll flip this door over once the screens are on, and then you'll be able to take a look at everything that's going on with this wall. Since this wall has a lot of lumber in it and a lot of complicated things going on, I saved it for a little bit later. But I also used some 2x4s that I had already seasoned that had dried for several months, so they're not so heavy. But if you cut this all out of wet wood, if you're using treated lumber, and you put this all together, this suddenly gets really heavy, and you just about need 2 people to pick it up to move it around. So that's one of the reasons I like to keep some wood dry. So just a suggestion.